So we've got a very weird setup. You can hear me, but I'm slightly behind on the video if you're watching on Backchannel. And Will is just laughing at me.
My favorite part is how everywhere you go, you leave like a little green silhouette behind you.
I know. I don't quite know what's happening. I'm trying to set up my other computer with its camera, but it's being very slow. We've had a few technical issues here on Positivity Island, but it's about what we can do, not what we can't do. So we're doing it. This is hilarious. I feel massive by comparison to you. I'm like Godzilla. Let's sit down like that. Okay. Welcome to Positivity Island. Will, I'm going to have to ask you what's coming up because I can't see or do anything.
No, it's... Oh, I can't even hear you anymore. Oh, that's... Oh, no, you're back. Anyway, I will tell you what's coming up. So, okay. Hi, welcome. Kristen's here already. Hi, Kristen. Thanks for being here. Stacey said good morning. Kate and Will. Welcome to Positivity Island. We've got a cracking hour for you coming up.
Will, I'm going to leave now because my Restream studio is loading on the other one. So I'm going to leave and come back.
I'll see you back in a second.
2 seconds.
Sometimes, even on Positivity Island, things aren't always as peaceful and smooth as we would like. There's gremlins here as well. Okay, coming up on today's show, we've got some good news for you. We're going to be talking about a message in a bottle that somebody launched looking for love. We've got a news story about dad setting like half marathon records. I've got a story about finding art in a dumpster. Obviously, we're going to be talking about Dolly Parton. We've got some trivia coming up for you as well. We've got activity that you can practice to help you be positive. Because positivity is a skill. As Kate always says, positivity is a skill, and it is something that you can practice at and learn and get better at. And of course, we've got essentially yesterday's episode of Everyday Positivity, but we really wanted to play on today's show because it's something that Kate and I kind of created together, and it's something that we all really like. Doug said, good morning, Kate and Will. Oh my god, Stacey said, I'm a proud winner of a $50 Amazon gift card. Stacey, congratulations. Were you playing the word of the day quiz? Did that happen? They didn't tell me. But that's so exciting. So thank you all for being here. I think Kate Cocker might be back with us. Hey, look at you, Glorious HD.
I know, hilarious. 4 microphones. Oh man.
Well done.
And we've learned that lesson. That laptop doesn't work very well, does it?
Doesn't like Restream.
No,
Stacey, yes, I was playing the word of the day quiz. Well done, Stacey.
Stacey was playing the word of the day quiz and she
won $50.
That's wicked. That's awesome. Congratulations.
That's right. Thank you so much for being here. This is Backchannel. It's the only place where you can watch us and chat along with us. If you can see Kate now in glorious HD, looking all professional, and then you're watching on an Echo show, and all you have to do is to chat with us. All you need to do is use the name of your device. We call her Eliza to protect the space-time continuum.
Yes.
So it's Eliza, the magic word say, and then whatever you want to tell us. So I would say, for example, Eliza, say, Will, have you been working out? Eliza, say, Will, you just look so radiant today. Basically, you can say whatever you want, is what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, if you're watching on an audio-only device, you can go to backchannel.tv and join in the chat that way. Or if you're watching in the Everyday Positivity Facebook group, hello, good morning, and you can chat away there as well.
Well
How
done,
you doing, Kate?
Woo!
Teresa said, hello guys, Teresa's watching on YouTube. Hi, Teresa.
Teresa, you just got that incredible technical issue moment that was quite hilarious.
Woo!
I know.
I feel like I need a bit of a breather now.
I know. Right, I'm on, and we're off. And it's been a crazy afternoon. You're in charge of everything today.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, great.
I can do that.
Okay, so as you said, we've got lots of good news coming up. Will's statement is coming up, which you need to hear to make sure that you know what the answer to the question on Tuesday's show, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some quiz as per usual, and we're here just to keep you company for the next hour here on Positivity Island. And we were deliberately late because of the technical issues.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear Will. Will couldn't see me.
No, we had a nice little phone call. It's, Even on Positivity Island,
I know.
sometimes there are gremlins.
Things don't go quite right. Okay, here we go. So, this week, Will and I often talk about this idea of having a future butler. The
Yes.
self-care that means that you do something that means that you look after your future self. That's what this everyday positivity is about. Being tidy is not my forte. Last week, my husband was away, and one of the ways I like to think my husband says he loves me is he's very good at tidying up at the end of the day. I, however, am not. And so it got to about Thursday last week, and he called to say, "How are you doing?" And I went, "The house is a mess, and I can't catch my tail, and it's so much to do," like this. And he was very sympathetic, and then I kept on going on. I really milked the sympathy. "Oh, the house is a mess, and everywhere I look, the children aren't helping." And I got myself all riled up. And then my husband landed this line. He said, "The thing is, Kate, that the best thing to do is just do it as you go along." I'm hanging up now, is what I said. And I hung up because... you know that moment where it's like when you're really riled and someone says, "Just calm down." It's the most unhelpful thing to say. Of course I should be tidying up as I go along. I'm here now. I can't get any better. The thing is, he's right. And so one of the things that I had to remind myself of in that moment, and you have to reason with yourself, is the future butler concept. The future butler concept is one that we've come up with on Everyday Positivity in the past, which is the night before, if you get your clothes ready to get dressed into, when you come to pick up your clothes for the next morning and you don't have to think, it's like you've got a butler. And so you can be your own future butler. And so in that moment, I had to reason with myself, and I said, right, I'm going to stop thinking about tidying up as I go along as one of those things I should be doing and I'm not very good at it. And I'm going to start thinking about tidying up as I go along as a way to care for myself in the future. I will be my own future butler. I promise you I was kind to my husband after that. The kids and I pulled ourselves together and we spent the weekend tidying up as we went along. Just. What do you do? What's your future butler moment?
I think I do quite a lot. I think
Yeah.
I'm quite good at being my own future butler. I make myself overnight oats for breakfast every morning.
Can't grab a keyboard.
I make myself overnight oats every morning, which I'm
Yes,
always very
you did. You did that the
appreciative.
other day. It was great.
Yeah, I do it every morning. I'm always very appreciative of that in the morning. And then I'm also really good at making my bed. Making my bed is one of the first things that I do in the morning. And every night, after a long, busy day, I'm always so grateful to get into a nicely made bed at the end of it.
And you go, "Oh, look at me looking after myself."
I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Past Will. Good job." So what do you do?
I'm quite good at putting my clothes out for the next day.
Obviously now clean as you go.
Yeah, tidy as I go. I wish I was absolutely honest on that one and not so. I'm still really glitchy.
You are a bit, yeah.
I'm a glitchy person today. Yeah, so I tidy up as I go a little bit better than I did, although I say that I am not brilliant at that. Teresa says I have to make my bed first thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on today.
Okay, what is that?
I don't know what's going on today.
What have you done? That's so funny.
Why has that happened?
I don't know. I don't like it. I can take a screenshot because that's really funny. Oh
I'm not
dear.
having a good day. Oh, Wheel of Doom.
Your future butler does not include tech issues. Oh dear. I'm just gonna.
No, I know. I really need to learn from this though, don't I? Because I keep on. There we go. Hello.
There you go.
I keep on. There we go. And I'm back. There we go. Actually, I wasn't on the camera that I thought I was on. That's what the issue is. And now it's all okay again. Right, I'm now back. What a struggle today has been.
Teresa said, "Where's Kate?" Teresa, your guess is as good as mine. She's away on Positivity Islands, having a good time.
Or not, as the case may be. Right, okay. So, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. I'm just completely
Tell me about
confused
your future
myself.
butler, Kate.
That's right, future butler. Right. Future butler. It's My husband is my future butler because he tidies the kitchen the night before. I should be better at tidying up as I go along, and I'm very good at putting my clothes out the night before.
That's good. I wear the same thing every day, so I'm not that worried.
Of course
When
you
you're
do, but different
when
colour.
you're cooking,
Yeah.
apart from different underpants, when you're cooking, do you do the dishes as you go?
No, this is why my husband said it to me. I can
Yeah.
make boiling an egg look like a war zone.
So when I used to live with mum and dad, obviously, as you know, I'm a keen cook. I like cooking. I would literally use every utensil in the house when I lived with mum and dad. Anything that I could get my hands on, no matter what I was doing, I would use it because they had a
I just leave it
dishwasher.
out
And
as well.
everything would just go in the dishwasher and it would be fine.
Yeah.
But then I moved out and I had to start doing my own dishes. So
Oh,
I'm
and
like,
that's a
no,
lesson learned, isn't
I'm
it?
going to make this whole lasagna using only one fork. And that's it. But I'm really bad for, like, I just use all the dishes through the day and then I make dinner and then I just do all the dishes all in one go. And it's rubbish.
Really rubbish.
Really rubbish.
Really
Stacey
rubbish.
says, I don't have to worry about my own food because my mum helps. That's good.
Oh,
So
lucky.
sit back and relax.
I need a mum and a wife and all of those things, I think,
Mm-hmm,
to come and do it all for me.
It's hard work when you've got to do everything yourself.
Yeah, I might cry.
Why? Because I have to do my own laundry and my own dishes? That's not something to cry over, Kate.
No, I know. I am only one person. Should we do your statement then? Should we crack on with that today? I'm really excited about this. It's food related, right?
It is food related, of course it is.
Do we have a little jingle yet for this?
No.
Okay.
But just imagine one.
Okay.
My will statement is my opportunity just to get things off my chest that I
Yes.
feel like we need to address.
Yes.
And you need to make sure that you're listening carefully because when you come back on Tuesday,
Yeah.
it could be important. It could be relevant on Tuesday's show. Okay, so Kate, I'd like to take this opportunity to say that you can all stop pretending to like mac and cheese. It's okay. It's okay. You're free now. I've said it. You can stop pretending. I think we've all known for a long time that mac and cheese has the texture, the taste, and the smell of like blended mush. And I just think that in a world where there are so many delicious things that we can do with pasta, we don't need to suffer through mac and cheese any longer. Now, in addition, for whatever reason, if you are enjoying, or at least pretending to enjoy mac and cheese, it should not be served as a side dish. If you're going to have it at all, it should be as an entree. And as per usual, I will not be taking further questions at this time. Thank you.
We need some very stately-like music for you.
I need like a presidential...
Yes. Yes, little music that goes with it. That's your action for next Thursday.
But it's hard to find the one that I like.
Oh, have you looked and not found?
Yeah, because nothing sounds like it ever sounds in my head. Teresa agrees with me. Teresa says true.
Stacey says false.
Stacey said macaroni and cheese is real and it's tasty and yum and I like it.
And I like it, is what she says. My daughter would say, favourite meal. My son would say, you are correct.
Yeah, well, as we know, Kate, as we know, me, your son and I, at least in your mind, are practically interchangeable human beings. Because yesterday, it was a very busy day. It was quite long. Finished work. It was about 8 o'clock. Just sat down to have dinner. By this time, it's about 10 past 9, quarter past 9 in the evening. And my phone starts ringing and it says Kate Cocker. And I think, Kate wouldn't be calling me unless it was some kind of emergency, unless there was something that needed fixing, like straight away. Like if she really needed me, I know she wouldn't be calling me this late in the evening. So I pick up, I go, hello, is everything okay? She goes, oh, this is awkward. This is embarrassing. And my first thought is that I've been butt dialed. Because it happens to everybody, even in this day and age. I said, oh my goodness, is this a butt dial? She goes, oh no, I meant to phone my son. Oh, okay. So, I mean, should I be flattered? Should your son think that it's a bit weird? I mean, probably. I don't know. It was a bizarre moment in our relationship, Kate. Was it like that your son was the next person in the list and you just like you just tapped the wrong one on accident?
No, I literally went to phone Louis and pressed Will. Searched Will. Literally wrote Will, rang Will. Meant to phone Louis.
Yeah.
And then you went, and I went, I don't think I even realised until you went, no, I think that was it. I looked at it and went, what am I doing? And you went, hello? And I went, oh,
like, oh dear.
I've now got to speak to him.
How dare you? I've got to speak to Will now. He's answered.
Yeah, there you go. So that was a bit of an embarrassing moment that my esteemed colleague and friend and producer Will is actually now becoming, in my head, my son.
Did you tell him? Did you tell Louis?
I haven't told Louis. I completely forgot. He's supposed to be bringing me a hot chocolate, so we might get a Louis moment, so we can actually talk to him about it. Right? Can we all? I don't understand what Stacey's message is.
Oh, Stacey said I butt dialed a few people in my time and it's not embarrassing to me.
No, it's not embarrassing. You're right. Butt dialing isn't. Calling your producer friend colleague thinking that it's your son, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. That's
slightly awkward. But you both say, ever since I've known you, you've gone, hello.
Hello.
And Louis does it as well. He goes, hello, like that. So you kind of have become the same person in my head. In my defense, it's been a very long day. I was very tired. It's been a bit crazy this week. I feel like every week at the moment is a bit crazy. So, so yes.
And finally, and then we'll move on. My mum to this day still calls me Elizabeth, which is my sister's name. And I used to live with a couple, a man and a woman, and he used to call me by his girlfriend's name more often than I would like.
Yeah.
He called me Vicky on a couple of occasions.
That feels like your thoughts in the wrong place, not phone someone. Like, one thought out of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Not, right, I need to call Louis because I need him to remember to lock the back door. Type in Will. In my phone. Call. Oh, no.
Okay. Should we have some news?
Well, I just want to go back over this statement because you were saying that we can all stop pretending to like mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. I think you've split the nation there, split the world there into people who like mac and cheese and people who don't like mac and cheese. And I don't think there's anyone in between.
No, that's fine. Very polarizing. Doug, I like mac and cheese.
Yeah, see, Doug likes mac and cheese.
It's a bit too... It's too claggy.
It is. Okay. News.
I like the news stories today. Teenagers message in a bottle seeking boyfriends found after 56 years. Okay.
Say that again.
So, a pair of teenagers in Britain, they were like, we need to find some boyfriends. The year's 1966. There's no Tinder. There's no online dating. So they thought the next best thing was to write a note on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
My name is so-and-so. Brief description of myself. Here's what I'm looking for in a boyfriend. Roll it up, pop it in a bottle, launch it into the ocean. As you would, looking for a boyfriend. 55 years later...
55 years later. Wow.
56 years later. Litter picking crew, on the beach, found the ball, picked it up, opened it, and saw what was inside.
So are they boyfriends now?
Well, it's been 56 years.
Oh,
56
no, I know.
years have passed. So what's funny is that the spot where the bottle was found was like only a few yards away from where they like threw it off the
Wow.
pier. So it didn't travel very far at all, really. Like they just threw it in and the tide just brought it back into the shore. They were able to track down one of the women, Jennifer Coleman, who did find love, but no thanks to the bottles. Just irrelevant. Teresa said, "Wow, that's crazy." Yeah,
That is crazy.
I'm always impressed that they survived that long.
What, the bottles?
Yeah, or the note inside that it doesn't get water damaged.
When was the bottle found?
This year.
Oh, right.
And it was loaned, and the letter was dated the 9th of August, 1966.
So what's weird is it obviously hasn't gone very far, but it's taken 56 years for it to go not very far.
And I think it got not very far quite quickly, but it only took us 56 years to find it.
Do you think it might have got stuck somewhere and then come back again?
Maybe got dislodged after 50 years.
Yeah.
Maybe. Have you ever found anything on the beach?
Apart from like shells, no. It's always weird, isn't it, when people like find a dinosaur fossil on the beach? Like it's been there forever, and it's like, oh, I just noticed it.
I just found it.
Just found it.
Just took it
Dinosaur egg.
Can I tell you something gross?
Yes, always.
My mother tells a story about how, as a infant, I used to have a habit of putting the ends of cigarettes in my mouth that I found on the beach.
Yeah.
Which is no good. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that at home, kids.
Yeah.
My beach story is that I accidentally stood on a jellyfish when I was younger in Cornwall in the water. It didn't sting or anything. I think it was pretty dead, but it seriously freaked me out.
Yeah.
And like you have to remember that the beach in these places is not like blue, tranquil ocean. It's like brown, noisy, slosh,
stressful,
cold, stressful. And I'm like going out into the sea. And then I put my foot onto this jellyfish and it scares me so much I run back in. Even today, I find it hard to jump into the sea. And it wasn't actually that scary. That's the thing, though, isn't it? The things that happen to you, you can perceive them as quite scary.
Because it was unknown, because you didn't know what it was or whatever. Or because it was a new sensation.
Yeah.
Stacey said, that's nuts. Stacey said, I found seashells on the beach. That's nice.
Ah, seashells are good to find on the beach.
Yeah.
What's the next bit of news?
Okay, moving on. Oh, you'll like this one. A dad sets the world record during a half marathon to show his kids that anything is possible.
Oh, what does he send what's the world record of?
So, his name is Chad Campbell.
Yeah.
I don't technically know the title of the world record, but what he did was push 5 of his kids in a stroller for the whole half marathon. So he loaded up a stroller with 5 of his children, like we're talking like under 2, not like teenagers, and ran the half marathon with them in the stroller. Apparently they were shouting, "Run faster, Dad." They thought it was hilarious.
That's really cute.
So I guess
how do you push 5 of your kids in a stroller the entire way?
For he ran it in 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Yeah, but what does that look like? A stroller with 5 kids in it?
Or imagine a stroller with 1 kid in it, and then times it by 5.
No, but you can have them next to each other, or behind each other, or in a row.
I've got a rubbish picture.
Oh no, is it rubbish?
No, it's the thumbnail of the video. It looks like that.
Oh, look, they're all in a line.
They're all in a line.
Oh, that's so cool.
Can we play this?
In Oakland.
I don't want to hear it. No, this is just a news report.
Oh, that's cool. Look at them.
That's a long stroller, though. So it's it's exactly what you imagine.
It's a 3-wheel stroller. It's not what you'd expect. They look like car seats, all back to back.
Yeah, so the kids are all in a line.
Yeah, all in a line. Yeah. And they're just running around, which is cool. Oh, that's so good.
2 hours and 19 minutes it took him.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, isn't it?
And I guess I don't know how old would you say those kids were, Kate?
I'd say they were all under 5.
Yeah, okay. And I think that's a good lesson to learn.
Potentially under 10.
Sure.
It depends if they're siblings as well. Are they all siblings?
I
5
assumed
of those
so.
kids.
I
Yeah,
assumed they
well,
weren't just random kids
they
that
might be
you
a bit
found.
older than just. I don't think you'd have 5 under 5. That's quite impressive.
That would be impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. Unless you have twins, so you could have 5 under 5. That's fair. Yeah, you could
Or
do.
quintuplets.
Yeah, maybe you could. Gosh, I think that might be something that's racking our brains a little bit there. But yeah, no, and also the thing is, when you go on like a marathon, have you done a run before?
No, not like a competitive one.
Like a 10K or anything like
No,
that in
nothing
group?
like that.
No, it's fun. It's nice because you talk to people and you kind of encourage people along. And I imagine those kids were a bit of a sight to be seen and were
Yeah.
encouraging for people on the run.
Yeah. There's loads of world record. Fastest marathon dressed as a T-Rex.
Yeah.
There's loads of those kind of records because everybody does them in fancy dress.
What about fastest marathon dressed as Tyrannosaurus cat?
Or like
Wallaby.
Tyrannosaurus Steve.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who Rex is. Like fastest as
That wasn't where I
Tyrannosaurus
thought that
Bob.
was going to go.
Teresa said 5K. Have you run a 5K, Teresa? Have you done one? Oh, Stacey said I've done a run in the Special Olympics. That's cool,
Nice.
Stacey. Good job. Okay. Let's have another news story.
Yeah. Dong.
A mechanic found hundreds of pieces of art in a dumpster that turned out to be worth millions. Very dramatic.
Wow.
His name is Jared Whipple. Cracking name. And he found these pieces of art in a dumpster. They're by an artist called Francis Hines. And if the guy who found them chose to sell all the pieces like at value, they would be worth millions of dollars. But instead, he's choosing to put them on display. He's having like a one-off exhibit where they'll all be on display. And then the focus will be to get them into New York's like art galleries and museums to kind of raise the profile of the artist, which I thought was really nice.
Why would anyone put them there?
How did they get in the dumpster in the first place is a bit of a mystery.
That is weird.
Because
I hear that stuff a lot. I know, like Teresa says, I hear that stuff a lot. Wish I was that lucky. It's like this is the beach thing again. It's like you luckily find things. Like in your loft, you're like, oh, I'll go into the attic and I'll get some stuff down. And there's something like my parents have hoarded so much stuff. None of it's worth anything.
No, yeah.
Like you watch Homes Under the Hammer or whatever it is, and they find things or cash in the attic. That's it.
Yeah.
And they find things, and you're like, £75,000. They've had that there all that time.
There's a show on TV here in the UK called Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, it's a classic. You must get Antiques Roadshow in America.
Maybe they get it in North America as well. But what happens is that's the theme song. People take their junk and they have like a group of experts who try and value it.
Yeah.
And it's either worth they'll take an item like an old piece of pottery or a spoon, and it'll either be worth 10p, like 10 cents, or $10 million. There's no in between. It's either extremely valuable or just junk.
Yeah. And you sit there and you watch it and you go, go on. Say $10 million.
Yeah.
And you're like, no way, it's a cup.
Yeah. I try and play the role of the expert. I'm not very good.
No. It's like bargain hunters as well. Bargain hunters is a similar thing where they go and find a bunch of stuff in an auction house and sell it in an auction house, or go and find some tat and sell it in the auction house. Yeah. And like they'll find a clock and the same thing will happen. They'll be like, ooh, it's gone for £300, like that. And you're like, whoa. Teresa says we have American pickers.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Somebody says, I love that show on the chat as well, on the dashboard.
Yeah, it is a great show. That's why. So you've got to feel like the other thing is, I always think with those situations that there are things that are pure luck. it kind of contests the idea that you make your own luck.
I found £10 on the street.
No
Once.
way.
This was years and years. This is when I was. I just finished university, so
Yeah.
I was not financially very well off.
Yeah.
So I kept it. I used it, and I took somebody on a date with it.
Oh, and
He's not my husband, so you know.
was it a good date or?
It was alright. But we went on a second date, so it must have been alright.
I had a friend who did a documentary about the national lottery winners here in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
And the one thing she said that united all 6 of the winners that she spoke to was that they played it really regularly.
So I have
like
a little.
every single day, every single week they would play, and that was what they did. Like you got to be in it to win it, right? And I suppose so. Jared Wilson found the pieces in the dumpster and then worked out what they were pieces by Francis Hines. Whoa! I mean, do you think he just wandered along, or do you think he'd been looking in a lot of dumpsters?
No, I believe, from when I've read the story in full, I believe what was happening is that his friend had been hired to clean out this storage thing, put it all in the dumpster, saw the art, because the art is of like motorcycles and car parts and stuff like that. So phoned up our friend Jared Whipple and thought, oh, he would like these because he's a mechanic, blah, blah, blah. And that's where we joined the story. So, yeah. Teresa said, I found money in my yard that people drop. I wish it was millions. It's usually 10
and $1.
Of $1, yeah.
Well, Teresa, that's quite interesting that people drop money. Do they do it deliberately?
Do you live like next to like a convenience store or something? You know, where people are trying to put
a wishing
stuff
well.
In
Maybe Teresa lives in a wishing well.
Maybe you should install a private wishing well on your property.
Yeah, and then people will just put money in and make
wishes $10.
Bit of a clear up in the bottom there.
Yeah.
Don't want the fishes to die from copper poisoning. Better clean them up. $1, $10.
Lucrative business venture.
Oh, we get a lot of wind and I think it blows.
Oh, that's weird.
Who's on Facebook? Someone's on Facebook and we can't see their names.
Gonna guess.
They say hi.
Could be anybody. I'm gonna go and look though. So yeah, that was good news. Should we have some Dolly news?
Yes, please. Dolly news.
It's Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Are you back, Rachel?
Huh?
I was talking to Rachel.
Oh, what did you say?
I said, "Are you back, Rachel? Are you back in LA?"
Are you back
no,
in
you can't
LA?
be. I don't know. Anyway, hi. Okay, Dolly news. It's Rachel. Dolly's been talking about her morning schedule. Now,
right.
You might think she's the woman who works 9 to 5, but it turns out she wakes up at 3 a.m.
Whoa!
Dolly says that she feels like she gets plenty of sleep. She feels like she gets enough sleep, and that she just doesn't need as much as everybody else. Which, good for you. She says she gets her best work done at 3 a.m. As she said before, and we've talked before, that she's also a napper. She'll take a nap in the middle of the day.
Oh my goodness.
Just quickly, Rachel says, no, I leave Kenya in 6 hours. Have a great flight, Rachel.
Have a great flight, Rachel.
Teresa says, I'm going
next week, Teresa. We've got people all over the place.
Yeah.
We miss you too, Rachel.
You're an early bird, aren't you, Kate?
Yeah, so there's lots of things that go through my mind when I see this. Number one, I thought I won at life by waking up about 5 in the morning. And she's right. You get a lot done in that early hours, right? Number two, 3 a.m.?
Like a miss.
No way.
I've barely gone to bed at 3 a.m.
I know. Well, you haven't. I definitely have. So 3 a.m., I still can't get over it. It's like 4 a.m. is the earliest I think I would wake up. Like thinking, right, I'd wake up at 4 to get some stuff done because that feels like, we're into the dawn. But 3 a.m. is like the middle of the night still, really,
3
isn't
a.m.
it?
is the middle of the night.
But it's amazing that. But also, then I worry that people are going to start thinking that they have to be like Dolly and get up at 3 a.m. to get
No.
anything done or
It's
to feel any level of success.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Because
Yeah.
my biggest pet peeve is all these like business people, all of these
5 a.m. club.
CEOs, who are like, oh,
Yeah.
I wake up before I've gone to sleep and I eat
Yeah,
rocks for
hustle
breakfast
culture.
and that's why I'm successful. Rubbish.
Hustle culture. I do like that she has a nap in the afternoon. And then the other thing is, my grandparents used to not sleep very much when they were probably, well, a bit younger than Dolly, really, because I don't think they lived to be as long as Dolly. And my granny used to say to me, well, when you get older, you don't need as much sleep.
Maybe it's true.
Maybe that's playing into it. I don't know.
Could be. My grandparents are the opposite. They're like, don't call us before 10 o'clock, we're in bed.
Amazing.
They are living the retired life.
They are. They're so busy
They're so busy being retired.
being retired.
Like they've got to tend to the garden. There's scones to make.
Yeah.
It's busy. Teresa, not a morning person. Me neither, Teresa. Every day I think, oh, if I got up early tomorrow, I could get loads done before blah, 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 blah. No. My housemate has a great saying, which is like, oh, I need at least 20 minutes to defrost.
Oh, that's a really great saying.
Like once he wakes up, he needs at least 20 minutes to defrost before he can like get out of bed.
I like that.
Me too.
Yeah, that's good. Right, let's see if we can do the quiz. I don't know if we can do the quiz yet because I've not pressed any of the right buttons.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, which are the right buttons? That's what I want to know. Kristen says, I love scones. Me too. Rachel said, how did people stay in bed? I need to get out to thaw. I understand what you're saying, Rachel, but I need just to,
I know. I'm not a morning person. Who else we got? Sorry, I missed that. I love scones. 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 I think they're scones.
I think they're scones too. Scones. Scones too posh. So do you get out of bed as soon as your alarm goes off? Do you jump out of bed?
No. I do a little bit of a snooze. So I do wake, as I said, I wake up about 10 past 5. I probably get up between 2:45 and 6:15.
You see, my first alarm goes off at 7 and I get out of bed at about 2:45.
Yeah, see, I need a good 40 minutes. Do my Wordle.
Yeah, okay.
Just to gather myself and wake up slowly.
I need to, part of that time, sorry to interrupt, I promise I'll let you get to the trivia.
No.
I need that time to catch, like, stuff might have happened.
Yeah.
I need that time to catch it and read all the news headlines, go onto Twitter and make sure that, because, America and Australia, they've been doing stuff whilst I've been asleep.
They have. And did you do your Wordle today?
No, I've not done Wordle in ages.
I've still not got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm annoyed this morning. I can't work out what the word is.
How many have you got left?
2. I really don't know what it is.
I'll see if I can crack it.
Okay. Right, then. Should we do the quiz?
Let's.
Oh, I've told you the first answer by accident. The third. All right. I just want to go back to bed.
Okay. It's so funny. Do you want me to are you sorted?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've got it. Okay, so and breathe. In The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon?
Okay.
Even though I know the answer, I think I might still get this wrong. Oh dear.
In the film The Lion King, what kind of animal is Timon?
Is it A, a warthog, B, a wildebeest, C, a meerkat, or D, a mongoose? If you think it is a warthog, then you ask your Amazon Echo, name change to protect space-time continuum.
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, a warthog? No.
Eliza
say A.
Yeah.
If you think it's a wildebeest, Eliza say B. If you think it's a meerkat, Eliza say C. If you think it's a mongoose, Eliza say D.
Kristen saying C. Stacey said meerkat. Teresa saying C. What is a mongoose?
I think a mongoose looks like a meerkat.
Oh, you see, I thought it was a type of goose.
Oh, it's definitely not a type
Oh,
of
well,
goose.
it's got goose in it, Kate. Julia said C. Hi, Julia. Thank you so much for being here. You're new here. Okay, we're going with meerkat. Everybody say meerkat.
Okay, well then let's have a look, see what it is. It's a
Oh, it's a
meerkat. Do you know what
meerkat.
it is? My mouse, as soon as it moves across the screen, that's what's happening. Oh, for
Oh,
crying out loud. Okay. Ah,
dramatic.
I know. I also have, oh God.
What are you doing?
I've also got little bits about everything, haven't I? And I now can't get to it because of
Okay.
my computer disaster. I had everything
Yeah.
ready on this one. Honestly, I feel a little bit like I've properly lost it today.
I mean, I'm getting kind of vibes, Kate, to be honest with you.
I know. I'm not holding this together. I need some more vitamin B. Right. The meerkat is a small mongoose found in southern Africa. That gives you the answer, doesn't it? It's characterized by a broad head, large eyes, a pointed snout, long legs, a thin tapering tail, and a brindled coat pattern.
Sure.
Meerkat derives from the Dutch name for a kind of monkey, which in turn comes from the Old High German Merakaza, possibly as a combination of meer and cat.
Makes sense.
It does. I don't know what a school of the
Collective
hang
noun.
on, meerkat. I'm going to find it. Meerkat.
Whilst you're looking that up, hi everybody, and thank you so much for being here. If you can see Kate's lovely PowerPoint picture of a meerkat, then you're watching on an Echo show, and all you need to do is use the name of your device, which we call Eliza, to protect the space-time
continuum.
Yeah. But I think the magic word is say. So Eliza, say, and then whatever you want to chat to us about. Otherwise, you can comment in the Facebook group if you're watching, hello, or go to backchannel.tv. Chat there. Did you find it?
I did. Guess what it is?
It's Parliament.
No, that's owls. We found that out the other day. A group of the collective noun for meerkats is a mob.
Wow.
I know, that's so well named.
That's
I think
incredible.
I want to know, or a gang, the person who lived in collective pronoun decision office
Yeah,
is
Jeff.
really cool.
He's yeah, cool person.
Really cool. They come up with some good stuff. Okay, what is the capital of New Zealand? Is it A, Wellington, B, Auckland, C, Christchurch, or D, Hamilton? If you think it's Wellington, it's Eliza say A. If you think it's Auckland, Eliza say B. If you think it's Christchurch, Eliza say C. If you think it's Hamilton, Eliza say D.
I'm gonna need your help with this one because I've got no idea. If I had to get Christchurch. This is a tricky one. Oh, Kristen said A, Wellington.
Oh,
Thanks,
Kristen
Kristen.
is always good at this stuff.
Yeah, very knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable.
Okay. Oh, Teresa said A as well. Okay, I feel confident now. Teresa and Kristen have chimed in.
Okay, the answer is Wellington. Wellington is the capital city. No, Wellington is the capital city of New Zealand and is located at the southwestern tip of the North Island. It's the world's southernmost capital of a sovereign state and is the world's windiest city by average wind speed. Here's Seattle thinking they're the windy city.
Chicago,
And
yeah.
no, it's
Chicago?
Oh yeah. Seattle's the rainy city.
Is it?
Yeah. I think so.
I've been to Chicago and it was very windy.
In Frasier, that's what they say.
I've not been to Seattle and got rained on.
Chicago, the windy city, correct. But actually it's Wellington. Move over, Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, in which part of the body is the radius bone? Is it A, the arm, B, the hand, C, the leg, or D, the foot?
Sunny says, hi Sunny. Sunny says it does rain a lot in Seattle.
Thank you. And Kristen says Chicago is the windy city, and boy is it.
It was windy when I was there. That's for different reasons. Teresa said very rainy. Wow.
Good.
Also, Kristen said A. Well, I know this because it was on screen for about half an hour. Oh. But if I had, if I didn't know, but your arm doesn't rotate. Well, I guess it kind of does.
What are you talking about?
Like radius. don't know what I'm talking about. But it makes me think of circles.
Okay, well, the answer is you are correct. The arm. The radius bone is one of the two large bones of the forearm. Which, hey, what's that doing?
It's radiating. It's rotating.
The other being the ulna, and it extends from the lateral side of the elbow to the thumb side of the wrist and runs parallel to the ulna.
Wow.
My son broke both of those, when he was 4.
I broke this one when I was 2. I fell off my high chair. It's bad.
Very mad.
Sonny said, my morning routine has been shaken up quite a bit recently. I've been missing the show. We've been missing you, Sonny, and boy, have you missed a lot today.
Ouch, yeah.
It was ouch.
Ouch, she says. Right, what is Ringo Starr's real name? Is it A, Richard Starkey, B, Richard Smith, C, Richard Stead, or D, Richard Starr?
Ooh.
If you think it's Richard Starkey, say A. If you think it's Richard Smith, say B. If you think it's Richard Stead, say C. Eliza, say C, sorry.
Yeah.
If you think it's Richard Starr, Eliza, say D.
I do know this one. Teresa said Starkey. Richard's A, Richard Starkey. I'm pretty sure Richard Starkey is correct because I just went to the Beatles Museum. Kristen said B, Richard Smith. How do you get Ringo from Richard?
Well, it's pretty clear that his first name's Richard. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but also, like, there are other nicknames for Richard other than Ringo. Or is Ringo just his... Anyway, Sonny said Richard Starkey as well. I'm pretty sure it's Starkey.
The answer is Richard Starkey. Now, I know this because I used to live on a cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
And in that cul-de-sac was the Starkey family, and their son was called Richard. And my dad would always say... my dad would always say that he was Ringo Starr. He'd go, I'm going over to Richard Starkey's house. He'd go, Ringo Starr, like that. So that's how I know.
That's a very dad's thing to say.
It is a very dad thing to say. Should we do the final question?
Yes.
She says, I've just been shuffling some cards. Did you see?
Okay, good. I'm glad I've got your undivided attention, Kate.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, the films Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End are grouped together as what?
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Well, as you will know, Kate, I've only seen 4 films.
Yes.
And none of these have made the list.
Okay, these are the Simon Pegg and Nick Frost kind of trilogy. Yeah. So they group together as what? A, the Three Flavors Magnum trilogy. B, the Three Flavors Solero trilogy. C, the Three Flavors All Ice No Cream trilogy. Or D, the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy. If you think it's Magnum, Eliza, say A. If you think it's Solero, Eliza, say B. If you think it's All Ice No Cream, Eliza, say C. If you think it's Cornetto, Eliza, say D. Let's just guess, everyone.
Sunny said this is news to me too. Okay, I'm gonna go with Magnum. I'm gonna go with A, Magnum. Sunny says C seems to fit their goofiness the best. All ice, no cream.
Yeah.
Okay. Teresa's saying C as well. No, I kind of wish I'd picked C. Kristen said C.
She really did.
It
says question mark, question mark, question mark, C, question mark, question mark, question mark.
C?
She sounded a bit like Scooby-Doo when she said it.
Oh. Okay, we're going to go with C then, Kate.
Or maybe Shaggy. It's not Scooby-Doo. Oh, yes, no, Scooby-Doo would go C. Like that. Okay, the answer is Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy. I know, right? So also known as the Cornetto trilogy or the Blood and Ice Cream trilogy, it's an anthology series of British comedic genre films directed by Edgar Wright. He is in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No.
Yeah.
Whom?
Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to look him up before I make this wild statement.
Who is he in Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Sunny said they got me, ha ha ha. Sunny said, dang it.
Oh, I've got him mixed up with someone.
Who have
I got him mixed up with?
Mark Evan Jackson.
I've got
So
him mixed up with William Thomas Hader,
I don't know who that is either.
the guy who has the heart attacks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know how I did that, but I did that.
These things happen.
These things do happen. I think everybody might have lost their winning streak because there was a couple of good winning streaks going on there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Or nearly got all 5. The trilogy of films. So basically, it's directed by Edgar Wright, written by Wright, Simon Pegg, and starring Pegg and Nick Frost. The trilogy of films, named after a joking reference to Cornetto ice cream cones, was produced on a budget of $38 million, and the films have grossed more than $156 million worldwide. All 3 films have garnered widespread critical acclaim. They are good fun. They are good movies.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Kristen said, I loved Shaun and Hot Fuzz. I didn't enjoy World's End as much, though.
No, World's End wasn't as good. Shaun of the Dead is very funny.
Is it?
Very funny.
I don't know if I would like it. I don't know if I like that kind of comedy.
And I also don't know. We watched it recently with the kids, and it hadn't dated. We're watching In-Betweeners, and I feel like that's already dated.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's a bit of a weird one. Anyway, right. Shall we do our positivity activity to finish the show?
Kristen said, tough questions today. Loved it. Sunny said that was fun. Kristen said that she
Oh,
liked
thanks, guys.
too.
Kristen and Sunny, thank you.
Cool.
And thank you, Teresa, for being here on YouTube. It's lovely to have you, and Rachel, obviously, in the Facebook group as well. If you want to find out more about Everyday Positivity, head over to the Facebook group and search Everyday Positivity with Kate Cocker. And one of us will be there. Well, I will be there. Okay, so what we try to do with Everyday Positivity and here on Positivity Island is just give you the opportunity to have some fun, a bit of good vibes, a bit of joy, get some endorphins going to help you manage your day. And so positivity activities are designed for you to go into every day with something that you can actually physically do, literally do, figuratively do, literally do, to build those endorphins up. So today I want you to build someone up. If you pay someone an unexpected compliment today, the stuff that often goes unrecognized or unnoticed, it will make their day. And if you notice the person's reaction, you will experience that lovely word, confelicity, joy in other people's joy.
Yeah, nice.
Well, you're doing really well.
Thanks, Kate. Kate, you've handled today really well.
Thanks.
Good.
I've come through the other side, is what you mean?
Yeah.
I'll be back on form on Tuesday, everyone.
I believe it. We've got a long weekend ahead of us.
Yeah, we do. We have a long weekend ahead of us. Coming up at 10 o'clock, you got Jam and Renee here on Backchannel at 12 noon, American Eastern Time. We've got Anthony Davis, the lovely Anthony Davis, doing the Anthony Davis Show. From 2 till 4, it's your pal Hal with Hal Rognick. And at 4 till 6, it's Mario Smith. Have the best rest of day. I hope we've set you up in a good mood. And my brain and Will and I will be here on Tuesday with a question around Will's statement. What will it be? Make sure you're here and you could be a winner. Have a great day. You have 100% got this.